Hello everyone, this is Stormy Cloud 21. Not doing a review on these today, but check this out. Do you know what day it is? Oh my gosh. This is the anniversary, July 4th, that the ID4 Aliens from Independence Day, the movie, it came out, and this is the alien attacker pilot, if you'll remember, and they flew those alien attacker spaceships. Here was the smaller alien. It's quite dusty, you can see. This is vintage. This goes all the ways back to 1996. This is so old, you can see that it has a couple different stickers on it from being in a store back in the day. But this is crazy, all the way back to floppy disks with these things. Several things to collect, specifically for this video, these aliens. But there was also aircraft, and there was playsets, smaller micro playsets, people, and computer graphic stuff. This was the hype of the 90s, a summer blockbuster, Independence Day. So here is another one. This is the Alien Zero Gravity, and back in the day, this was the movie. This was it, and people were standing in long lines going to see what these aliens would do on the 4th of July. Here's another one. This is the Shock Trooper, Alien Shock Trooper. All of these come with the smaller aliens, and then you have the bigger. And it says, try me, because on the back you could actually squeeze this and try me, and a little alien is in there. This is the one you would put inside of there. This one was particularly one of the most popular back in my day, when I remember the one I had. And this one was the science officer. I didn't see a lot of these back in the day, but I did see some, and I probably didn't have a lot of money back then. But these were at Toys R Us and probably other stores. Here's another one that we had. Back then, there's the Weapons Expert, Aliens Weapons Expert. This all red color also comes with a little alien, of course. Has like two versions of this head crest thing. Again, very dusty, very vintage, very old. 1996. Just realizing that puts these at about, say 29 years old today. The 30th anniversary will be next year for Independence Day, the first movie, ID4. And here is the Alien Ultimate Commander. And this one was quite difficult to get. I got this several years ago. And this is a limited collector's edition production. But it wasn't so terrible to get, as that I was able to pick up a second one. And I had to get these online. I think one of these came from another country, maybe both. But they were separate buys from different people, possible collectors from the past. But this one is a shiny silver, and it's very cool. I really hope to open these someday soon. For now, I've left them vintage in the packaging for all the years that I've had them, which hasn't been that long compared to how old these vintage items really are. Do I care about the worth? Not really. I just want to open these and enjoy them. I love these aliens, Independence Day aliens, and the nostalgia behind it. These have always been my favorite aliens besides Star Wars aliens. These are some of the best things in history that came about. Also, this kind of thing really excites the imagination. This is one of the alien attackers from back in the day. This was a smaller like a Air Force of the Aliens type ship, that kind of scale. You had 2 pilots, and they had, of course, much bigger ships because they had the mothership and some little other invasion ships that they had back in the day. These aliens really met business in their takeover. Of course, it's fun to find little capsules like this one that I found, where you can put liquid in a capsule like this and then have the alien in there like the 3 were in the movie. Fascinating stuff like that. So I really like these little aliens. And you had little playsets that had the little micro attackers, alien attackers. So here's a little example of that. I have like 4 of these. So here is an example of one of the other bigger ships. I custom painted this and also broke off these 4 pieces off the bottom. But this is one of the bigger invasion ships from the mini playsets that was hovering over the city. So that's an example of that. Here's a cool piece that I've had for many years. This is part of the invasion in the first movie. You remember these ships starting to head towards the exit of the mothership to start the colonization plans. And so I custom painted this, but I put glitter all over it. So it's literally, if I pick this up, it gets the glitter all over me. So I don't get this one out often, and this is the first time I've ever used it in a video. Also, back in the day, you had ships like this, which played a key role. And what's really cool is they came with a pilot, an alien pilot, which fit right inside there. These were really cool to have back in the day, and they fired little projections out of there. You could slide this right here and drop some little alien attack weaponry. And so right now, I can't even get to everything I'd want to show you, but this is just a little sample, a very dusty sample, albeit, of this very old figure. And these were bendy wire tentacles, 29 years old, that we're approaching with these figures since they've been in stores. Independence Day was a real hit for sure. The fun didn't stop there. You had all kinds of movies that came out back in the day, Blu-ray, DVD, VHS. This is the newer movie that came out after that one. I was a big fan, as you can tell. And this goes all the way back to 1996. This is a VHS of this movie from all the way back then. You can look at this thing. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? We used to watch movies on this stuff. That is taking a real step back to all there was in nostalgia back 29 years ago. I can't find all my minifigures, but here is a comic book that was out. Later on, you had a book like this, The Making of Resurgence, the newer Independence Day. Here's another book. I'm just going to show you the cover. I'm not going to show you inside. But this is a very nostalgic period in history with model makers and less CGI than ever. As you can tell, I was a huge fan. I think that would be an understatement. But I had all these comics that I tracked down because I loved Independence Day so much. So I have all of these comics from back in the day that people would have tracked down from the Independence Day alien. And they made quite a few, as you can see. I have even more than that, but this one, I like the cover on this one a lot. There's a lot more I'd like to cover, a lot more I would like to show you, but I just can't get access to all of that right now. So we're gonna stop right here. But Independence Day really made an impact, and this is 4th of July, and this is the anniversary of that movie releasing to the public. So pretty cool stuff. Anyway, this is Stormy Cloud 21. I want to thank you for watching this little video that I made. Please remember, hit that like, subscribe button, see more cool stuff coming up soon, as well as that notification bell. Also, don't forget to comment, and thanks for watching, and talk soon.